If you think you know what high-profile protection is, you're probably just kidding yourself. It's nothing like a couple of bodyguards following those presidential figures. Nah. It's a world where no risk is too big when it comes to safeguarding the leaders. And hey, what if we told you what lies ahead will challenge everything you thought you knew about presidential security? Yep. Gear up to have your mind blown as we delve into the jaw-dropping measures taken to safeguard the most powerful leaders on the planet, the top presidents. Trust us, the world of executive protection is just as thrilling as it gets. Here's a rundown of the most heavily guarded presidents of all time. Number 8. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of Turkey. Well, let's begin with Turkey's president we all know really well, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. As long as you're not living under a rock, you'd know the man has a serious knack for pulling up an enemy or two everywhere he goes. And being a seasoned politician, we don't think he's ever holding back expressing his thoughts about others. But where does all this confidence come from? All thanks to Erdogan's presidential safety protocols, which consists of 60 bodyguards who constantly surround him wherever he goes. But guess what? That's just the beginning of his security arrangements. As incredible as it sounds, his official visits have an astounding 100 snipers at hand, more watchful than ever for any threat that might come his way. And where there's a higher threat level, these snipers may go up to a whopping 3,000. That sounds a little too much, right? But just for us, it's just what an average day looks like for Erdogan. And oh, think of up to 12 luxurious cars escorting the president, filled to the brim with his elite security team. Exactly. That's what his travels look like. President Erdogan's security team is not only zealous, but also equipped with all guns blazing. Armed with weapons such as the Turkish-made Yavuz 16 and the MPT-76, they possess the means to take down a small army if needed. And that makes one thing clear: they're willing to give it all up just to keep Erdogan safe. Number 7. Narendra Damodar Das Modi, Prime Minister of India. When it comes to India, thinking they're lagging behind anyone is a big mistake. It's no longer playing the catch-up game, and Narendra Modi's VIP security measures say it all. You may not be ready for it, but the Prime Minister spends a mind-boggling $48 million on his security each year. You can't get across Special Forces Protection Group, the intimidating force that's made to provide close protection to the Prime Minister and his family. And just as you'd expect, with over 3,000 highly trained personnel acting as his bodyguards, Modi is surrounded by a shield of security no one in the world can seem to penetrate. For maximum mobility, the SPG possesses a vast arsenal of vehicles, including helicopters, drones, planes, motorbikes, you name it. All equipped with concealed handguns, these close protection agents exude a sense of unbelievable watchfulness. What's more surprising is that on traditional occasions they blend into the environment, donning safari suits. But that's not even all. When Modi embarks on national journeys, entire roads are blocked for hours to allow his massive convoy to pass. If that's not enough, his bulletproof vehicles are equipped with 3-inch thick undercarriage armor, multi-layer laminated glass, and armor plating on the doors, roof, body pillars, front footwell, and rear bulkhead. And of course, the helicopters patrol the skies 24/7 just to ensure no danger lurks unnoticed. Number 6. Mamadi Doumbouya, Interim Military President of Guinea. In a rather dramatic twist of fate, Alpha Condé, the once mighty leader of Guinea, was dethroned, paving the way for a new era under the command of Mamadi Doumbouya, a powerful lieutenant colonel in the country's daunting army. Let's begin with a little backstory. So, Alpha Condé's ousting from power marked a turning point in Guinea's military landscape. His ambitious efforts to revamp the armed forces included significant investments, with an estimated $119 million back in 2005. He sought to enhance training, redeploy battalions, and retire thousands of soldiers. Notably, the creation of the Special Forces, an elite unit financed directly by the presidency, aimed to combat drug trafficking and terrorism. But little did Condé know that he was inadvertently setting the stage for his own downfall. Led by Colonel Doumbouya, a member of the Special Forces, the well-armed and trained soldiers played a pivotal role in overthrowing Condé and seizing power. Equipped with tactical armor, artillery, rocket launchers, air defense weapons, and more, Doumbouya's Special Force Group knows no bounds when it comes to shielding the leader. Not only are they well trained in reconnaissance, but they also have attack helicopters at their fingertips. And guess their primary mission? just to ensure the safety of the interim president, making him one of the most heavily protected leaders in the history of the world. If that ignites the spark in you to find out more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're in the loop for other lavishly spicy details we have for you. Number 5. Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia. While we're on the subject of global leaders' security arrangements, we can't possibly get away without speaking of the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. With a staggering net worth of over $13 billion, it's hardly surprising that he has a security team worth digging in. During his tenure as Minister of Defense, Mohammed bin Salman implemented radical changes within the Saudi army. Seizing control of all military and security agencies, he united their power under a new body called the Presidency of State Security. By consolidating authority and ensuring loyalty to him alone, he created a personal army dedicated to protecting him from all threats. Speaking of his Secret Service details, it's just as astounding as it gets. Think about it. Highly trained soldiers constantly expanding in size. Of course, nothing can harm the prince. But that's not all. Because the advanced surveillance systems along with the super vigilant cybersecurity team are always there to monitor any potential threats to his well-being. And if that doesn't drop your jaws, Mohammed bin Salman has invested over $20 billion in top-notch weaponry for the country's army. Yes, in the realm of security, no expense is spared when it comes to protecting one of the Arab world's most influential figures. Number 4. Xi Jinping, the President of China. When we speak of China, a country that's synonymous with unimaginable power, isn't it pretty obvious they would go to all lengths to safeguard their top figures? We bet, and that's what reality looks like. At the forefront of this mission stands the Central Security Bureau, the chief organization responsible for protecting the country's head and powerful leaders. But when it comes to security of President Xi Jinping, the Bureau has raised the bar to heights that go beyond our imaginations. First up, there's a lethal unit of bodyguards meticulously trained by the People's Liberation Army. Having protected past Chinese leaders, they know how to dedicate their loyalty to ensuring President Xi's safety. This elite unit consists of 3 regiments, each responsible for specific aspects of the president's security, and together they form a brigade of over 8,000 highly trained personnel. During President Xi's visit to Hong Kong for its 25th anniversary, an unparalleled level of security enveloped the city. Machine guns discreetly positioned, ballistic briefcases that transformed into bulletproof shields in seconds, and whatnot. The president traveled in a bulletproof luxury sedan, the iconic Hongqi, used by Communist Party leaders since Mao Zedong. A government helicopter soared above while the traffic lights were blocked, ensuring an uninterrupted journey. That just goes to show us Xi's super secure presidential travels. True, China sets the bar really high when it comes to presidential security. Number 3. Kim Jong-un, Supreme Leader of North Korea. In the high-stakes game of safeguarding Kim Jong-un, the boundaries of security are truly pushed to the extreme. Elite bodyguards from the Central Party Office Number 6, selected based on height and skills like marksmanship and martial arts, jog alongside his car, showcasing the loyalty we rarely find in the world. But hey, personal bodyguards are just the beginning. The Supreme Guard Command, comprising of over 100,000 members, devotion. The Supreme Guard Command, overseen by General Yoon Jong-rin, operates from Pyongyang, with camps dispersed across the country. Access to classified information, including hidden bunkers, is reserved for the elite security group high in the command chain. This mammoth security apparatus may look like a lot, but it reflects the tireless commitment to keeping Kim Jong-un safe. With 100,000 dedicated individuals, many chosen as teenagers and subjected to years of intensive training, coupled with top-tier security systems, one thing's for sure, nothing is left to chance when it comes to the protection of North America's enigmatic leader. Number 2. Donald Trump, President of the United States. As the leader of the US and billionaire with global business ventures, of course Trump's position and wealth demanded a great level of protection. Ready for the mind-boggling truth? Well, Barack Obama's annual security cost amounted to $16 million, but Trump's reached a staggering $29 million. Whoa. If that has you curious, then the elite Secret Service, comprising of over 7,000 highly coordinated personnel, formed the core of his protection detail. But a significant portion of the expenses went into the legendary Beast, the world's safest limousine. Armored plating, bulletproof glass, chemical attack countermeasures, and other defensive features transformed the beast into an impenetrable fortress on wheels. Yep, all for the best threat assessment and prevention. The presidential motorcade consisted of more than 30 vehicles, showcasing the grandeur of its security apparatus. Police cars and pilot cars cleared the way, while replicas of the beast add deception and additional VIP transportation. Security detail, hazard mitigation units, ambulances, and rear guards formed an impenetrable shield around Trump. Aircraft like Air Force One and Marine One provide secure transportation, accompanied by specialized units such as K-9 teams, snipers, and special operations forces. Donald Trump's security expenses were not just a matter of luxury, but a necessity to protect the leader of one of the most powerful nations. And his fortress-like presidential residences tell some absolute news stories that we'd leave on you to imagine. Number 1. Vladimir Putin, President of Russia. Russia, often seen as the world's most disliked country, is led by a powerful yet controversial figure, Vladimir Putin. With the ongoing Ukraine situation, Putin has become a prime target for opposition forces. As a former KGB agent, of course, his obsession with his security goes well beyond the ordinary. Having said that, there's little doubt in the fact that Putin wants to go the extra mile with all those anti-assassination measures, right? Known as his musketeers, these elite bodyguards are the first line of defense against any potential threats. They're selected for their exceptional skills, psychological resilience, and physical stamina, and they're well equipped with Russian-made pistols and special briefcases that double as shields. Not only that, jamming devices neutralize remote bomb threats, while technicians monitor all electronic devices. When on the go, Putin is surrounded by a convoy of armored vans carrying military operators armed with advanced weaponry. Snipers are positioned strategically, all geared up. Thanks to the powers of the Federal Protective Service, they've got all the authority you can think of. If you're in for bigger surprises, click on our next video to find out what we have in store for you.